30 is the only company in the world able to design, produce, set up and manage a top-level competition. Everything within the same company. Everything with the trustworthiness and professionalism that an official competition requires. Everything. Top 30. Top 30. The heart of climbing.
Well, hello and welcome to Xining in China. This is the IFSC Lead and Speed World Cup. We've just had our speed finals a couple of hours ago, and now we are here for the lead finals. Thank you for joining us live here in China. Good morning to everybody in Europe, and a very late night to anyone over in America, if you've stayed up or woke up in the middle of the night to join us. And hello to everybody else in Asia who's been with us for this live competition. Slightly different format because of the time of day it is. We're going to have all the women's lead finals, then we'll have all the men's. It's not going to be alternate due to the weather changing. When the sun sets, it'll be a lot cooler later on than to the first climber. So our first climbers out will be the women, but let me just tell you about Xining. This is where we are. You can see we're in the mountains of just outside of Xining city, the biggest city in the Shanghai province. It's actually one of the biggest provinces in China, but actually has the smallest population, just above Hong Kong. Just over 5.5 million in the actual Xining city and the surrounding suburbs. But these are the sandy mountains that we're situated in, a beautiful landscape here. And the wall, which we're situated in, is set in just right in the middle of these mountains, and it looks absolutely beautiful and ready for a lovely final. So the start lists. Let's have a look at the women's start lists. And here we are: Charlotte de Riff, Katarina Posch, Joanna Ernst, Mina Markovic, Evgenia Malamed, Dinara Fakhridinova, Helene Janicot, Magdalena Roch and Zhang Kim. You'll notice 9 finalists. You may, if you've watched the semi-finals, wonder why Mina Markovic is in there. There's been a few appeals since the finals. That's the semi-finals one. I'll go through that shortly, but I think we're going to have the introduction of the athletes, so we'll hand over to the local MC and watch the introduction of the athletes.
第一位出场的是来自法国的 Charlotte。
Number 12, Charlotte from France.
好的，请我们的观众朋友们举起你们的双手，为我们的运动员喝彩。那么男子在预赛当中排名第8位的 Min Han Bin from Korea。
Number 72, Min Han Bin from Korea.
来自韩国的闵玄彬。 第2位出场的女生是在预赛当中并列排名第6位的 Katarina， 来自奥地利 ，Katarina from Austria。
好的，接下来是男子预赛中排名第7位的，半决赛中排名第7位的70号 Stefano， 来自意大利。Number 70, Stefano from Italy。
男女同时开始。好的，我们掌声再热烈一点。
好的，观众朋友们，欢迎我们的运动员入场，谢谢。
第3位，同样在半决赛当中排名第6位的 Joanna， 来自奥地利 ，Joanna from Austria。
好的，现在我们看到的是在半决赛中排名第6位，66号 Menu 来自法国 ，Number 66 Menu from France。
好的，第4位上场的，同样在半决赛当中也是排名第6位 ，Mina 来自斯洛文尼亚 ，Mina from Slovenia。
好的，现在上场的是男子排名第5位，在半决赛中排名第5位的 Mario 来自奥地利 ，Number 51 Mario from Austria。
正在出场的是 Evgenia， 来自俄罗斯，在半决赛当中排名是第5位 ，Evgenia from Russia。
好的，现在是男子在半决赛中排名第4位的荷兰选手 Joe，Number 76 Joe from Netherlands。
正在出场的是来自俄罗斯的运动员迪亚娜拉，在半决赛当中排名第4位 ，from Russia， 迪亚娜拉。
好的，现在出场的是男子半决赛中排名第3位的加拿大选手 Sean，Number 53 Sean from Canada。
接下来出场的女子运动员是第13号，来自法国的 Elena from France。
好的，现在是男子半决赛排名第2位的 Romain 来自法国 ，Number 65 Romain vient de la France from France。
正在出场的是3号选手 Madalena， 来自奥地利 ，Austria Madalena。
现在上场的是男子半决赛中排名第1的 Jacob， 来自奥地利 ，Number 52 Jacob from Austria。
好，女子当中最后一位出场的是在预赛当中排名第1位的 Kim Jae-in from Korea， 来自韩国。
好的，观众朋友们，给一些热烈的掌声，谢谢。我们这都是灯。
Well, that was the introduction of the athletes. Welcome to, if you're just joining us live in Europe, we're starting about just after 5 with our first climbers of the women. My name's Mike Roper, I'll be bringing you the commentary here. Unfortunately, our resident commentator is Dan Finn, and Johnny Bryan unavailable to us in Asia. Nothing major, just very busy year. So we're going to be bringing you the best live coverage just without our resident commentators. But Sheila's in the live chat. If you want to get on, ask her any questions, she'll help you, and she'll be there helping me out. Now, people are asking what happened with Ramon, Julien Poublon. Well, that was quite a surprise. He was last to climb in the semi-finals. He didn't look very steady at the very start, even on about 7th hold. He got up to about hold 12, didn't have his foot comfortably on the foothold and slipped and fell. It was a big shock, big gasp from the audience. I'll be getting the highlights, the replay of that semi-final up to YouTube channel as soon as possible this evening, so hopefully it'll be on later on tonight in Europe, so you'll be able to re-watch the semi-finals this evening. All going well with the internet over here in China. So on to the finals now. So as it is, it's 9 females, 8 males. If you watch the semi-finals later, we did expect Mina Markovic not to get in. There was several appeals due to, there was a crux problem that was giving all the athletes a bit of a problem, and it could have been done a couple of different ways, left over right, right over left, depending on which hand they chose to use. The scoring system was originally thought to be one direction, but having checked with Simon Margon from Slovenia, the chief routes there, and the jury president, they discussed the appeals and allowed Mina Markovic in and redid some of the scores after watching several replays, and that is why we have 9 female finalists.
会德这么美丽的地方举行这场比赛，那我们也感谢在场的观众能够来支持我们的运动员，也希望我们的贵德人民拿出你们的热情来继续支持我们运动员的攀爬。现在呢，已经是进入到了决赛的部分。
We are actually here in Xining in China. This is a beautiful location that we're situated in. It's right in the heart of China, in the mountain area of the Shanghai province in Xining. Xining is about 100 kilometers away from us. It's the biggest city in the Shanghai province. Only about 5.5 million live here. And all around, the people have come. These are just people lined up along the road. The actual crowd, and our cameraman pans around to show you, it's quite packed, and they've driven all around just to see, driven several miles from around the mountain areas and little suburbs to come and watch these fantastic athletes enjoy climbing in the mountains. Now, the altitude here is 2,500 meters, which means it's going to be, we spoke to Jörg Verhoeven earlier after the semi-finals, who was saying it's very hard to climb. But it's good training. There's 2 further World Cups coming up in the next 2 weeks. One next week in Korea, and following that in Japan. So a bit of altitude training is not going to hurt anyone when we're a lot lower down in Korea and in Japan. So I just showed you the female start list. We'll, 1 second, we'll pull you up the male start lists. And here they are. Min Hyun Bin from Korea will be out first. Stefano Gosolfi from Italy. Apologies for the pronunciations. You know it's not my day job as commentary, but trying to do our best here. For you avid IFSC.tv followers. Roman Manuel Roman even, from France. Mario Lechner of Austria. Jörg Verhoeven of Netherlands. Sean McCall of Canada. Romain de Grange of France. And Jacob Schubert will be out last. Interesting about the men's, Ramon Publong did not qualify for the finals. Both Jacob Schubert and Ramon have got sorry about that, I was just interrupted. They've both got 9 World Cup titles to their name since the IFSC ran. Now, Ramon Julien Publong has won his last 2 World Cups, and he's in a very strong position to take the overall title. However, not making the final here is definitely going to affect his points. Jacob Schubert has not won a World Cup this year. He won the World Championships. He's had a couple of silver points, so he's still up in the runnings. Fortunately, there's no Japanese athletes here in the China World Cup. Now, there's some politics involved, I'm sure, for that. We won't go into that, but there's enough said. There is no Japanese athletes here. So Sachi Ama, who is very in a strong contention after winning the first 2 World Cups in Chamonix and Briançon, and successive 4th places this season, could be disappointed by not getting here and not making valuable points for the overall when it comes to the end of the year. We're still with 3 World Cups still to go, though. It's a bit early days to call who could win the overall. So here they are. This is just
好的，请大
the
家耐
athletes
心等待。
in front of the wall. All behind this, the Chinese have cordoned off all the public behind the athletes. And there's probably a couple of thousand strong audience all the way back down the slope of this hill. Going to enjoy the show. And there's Chinese television here filming the event as well, so it'll be watched by several million, I expect, over here in China.
Okay, the style we'll have in the competition is the women's group going to go up first, and for now the women athletes finish their competition, the men's group going to go up and do their competitions.
现场我们的所有工作人员也是待命都准备好了，那么我们也是非常期待接下来的这个决赛的角逐。
We represented you again, IFSC Climbing World Cup in Qinghai 2012. The competition we're having right now is women and men leading final competition. 好的，观众朋友们，你所现在收看到的是2012年中国青海高原世界杯攀岩赛男女难度赛的决赛。 这将也是我们这一届攀岩世界杯比赛里的最后一场比赛。那这2天之中呢，我们已经看到了非常激烈的赛事，还有很多运动员他们非常努力的在这个岩壁上为我们展现了一下岩壁上的芭蕾。
So Charlotte Duruff will be our first climber out for the women's category in a few moments' time. We'll do our best to get you the live graphics and results as we do at all of our IFSC World Cups. Thank you for joining us. Do you throw some questions towards me and I'll do my best to get them answered. Let us know who you think will win. Get your debates going between yourselves.
女子的速度赛当中呢，14号选手 After 来自法国的选手呢，他也是打破了世界纪录，他的最好的完成时间为8.33秒。那接下来的比赛当中呢，我们将会看到9位女子选手和8位男子选手他们的比赛。那这些选手呢，都是在世界排位上面名列前茅的选手。
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we will have the leader final for women, and as we can see on the semi-final, there were 4 athletes who was ranked at number 6. So there will be 9 competitors this time. 大家耐心的等待，精彩总是需要等待的。
是要成功音乐败脾气上，这两个相对，往哪上？从哪走？
那么在决赛当中，我们的出场顺序也是按照在半决赛当中排名的倒序方式出场。
这个铁架子应该特别影响拍摄，那个阴影的地方会看不清，就把点挡住了。电视转播就看不到点。没事，先这个吧，先举着。他可能是交替出场，有可能交替出场。
这话说的。就啥话就听出来了。上来了。
So just a few more minutes to go. I think there's about 5 minutes. They're just changing something on the men's route. I've just overheard there's a foothold missing, which means they may have to have an observation again very shortly. So that will just be taking place. But the women's route is all fine. They'll be out very shortly. They're going to have all the women's finalists first, and then all the men's finalists. They're not doing it alternate, simply because the sun is setting and it's going to be a lot much cooler from the first climber to the last climber if they take it over the hour and a half, where 45 minutes will be a lot less, which is roughly the time it will take for all the climbers to take. So all the women will be climbing first, then all the men. I'll be with you some more commentary very shortly. So what's going on now is the men have just come out for a second observation because there was a foothold missed and the route setters when they just put the routes on. Just a small hole that doesn't really, it's not too important, I put according to Simon, but as they've tested with the foothold, they do need to put it on because if something goes wrong, they'll only be the ones to blame. So the men, they also all need to now have a second observation because there's been a change. And then after that, we'll be coming live for the women's semi-finals. So while they're looking at the route, this is the women's route as we go up from hole 13. And this is the direction of the route. You can see the numbers appearing on your screen. You're going to go climbing all the way up the wall to 45, which is the top hold for the women's route. So that is the route they'll be taking. And if we just take off the numbers, that's the direction you'll be looking for the climbers to see. I'll be chatting to Simon, hopefully when he's less busy talking about the men's routes. I think he's just walking past me. Let me try and get a word. I've just grabbed Simon just before he goes and watches the finals. Hi, Simon.
Hi.
Hi, we're just showing the route on the screen here to the audience. Where do you think is going to be the problem for the women's route?
Everywhere.
Everywhere, everywhere. That's what a typical route setter is going to say. Can you give us any hints what to look out for?
I think the beginning it's not that hard. We after a really unlucky semi-final where the route was pretty bad. We set the beginning of the final just a little bit easier, but just in the roof, the route will start to be harder. And I mean, there's not really hard part of the route. There is on the really end, but not in the middle.
Okay, great. Well, let's have a review on that after we've watched the 9 climbers. Thank you very much, Simon. Go and enjoy the show. Okay, that's what we get from the route setter. Very much little information. This is the sun setting on the mountains, and a few people have noticed in the chat it's going to get very cold here. I'm currently wearing just a short shirt, but I reckon I'll be putting my coat and jumper on very shortly. Sheila, it looks HD to me. Is that because I'm watching it live at the wall? By the way, that was just mentioned in the chat. Is it bringing you a stream all the way from the other side of the world? If you're enjoying it in Europe, good morning to you all. If you're watching it on the replay, I hope you enjoy the show. I won't give you anything away because I just still don't know at the moment. So we're all getting a bit impatient now. I'm dying to see these climbers attack this wall, just so I can warm up. So Charlotte Duruff will be the first female athlete. I'll quickly show you. Wait. So this is the start list for the women's routes. Charlotte Duruff, Katerina Posch, Joanna Ernst, Mina Markovic, Evgenia Malamed, Dinara Fakhridinova, Helena Janikot, Magdalena Rock and Xining Kim, or Kim Jae-in, how it's pronounced correctly over here. Now, there's one name I think we should look out for, is Helena Janikot, only 18 years of age, and she's really hit this season with a storm. She took fourth, I believe, in Chamonix, and then took gold in Briançon, and she was very emotional. Great to see. She's made every final she's competed in this year. 6th in Imst, she came 7th in the World Championships, 5th in Perth, 6th 2 weeks ago in Atlanta. She's really hit the IFSC circuit with a storm, and she's great to watch. So it'll be good to see her on the podium. Mina Markovic, I was quite surprised she made it back in. She didn't have a great climb in the semi-finals. So that's one. I'd be surprised if she does actually make it on her performance on that, but every round is different. I do think that Xining Kim is definitely on form. She's such a smooth and careful climber, great to watch. But everyone's got a chance, there's 9 of them, and the first one is out is Charlotte Duruff. Or Duruff. Take the... Apologies for my commentating about my little errors there, doing too many things at once. Charlotte Duruff starts her climb, and she has 8 minutes to do so, so we'll show you her climb. The live graphics will be coming up very shortly, just waiting for them to update.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you're now watching IFSC Climbing World Cup in Shanghai 2012, and the women leading final competition just started, and now you see on the women's route, number 12, Charlotte from France.
So as I say, 45 holds that she needs to get to the top. You can see the real, the wall is already at an incline, and in a second it was going to come over the orange even further to a steep. And then the next grey block is even further of an overhang. I think this is the first time we've seen the women on this side of the wall, actually. Both the qualifications, for route. Women's route 1 and the qualifications was on that side of the wall, but we only brought you live coverage of route 2. Nice steady start from Charlotte. So do get any questions into the chat and I'll do my best to answer. Probably won't be as quickly answered as Dan Finn or Johnny Bryan. We do miss them out here in the team. They'll be back with us towards the end of the year in Crans.
Ladies and gentlemen, now you're watching IFSC Climbing World Cup in Shanghai 2012. The competition now is the women leading final competition.
Now you're watching Charlotte from France in her final race. Allez, Charlotte!
好，给大家现在女子线路上看到的这位选手是Charlotte，来自法国，1990年出生。她的运动编号12号，那在国际上的排位也是比较靠前，是第6位。 好的，观众朋友们，给他一些鼓励的掌声，谢谢。再加上你们的欢呼声。
那么 Charlotte 在2012年法国举行的 IFSC Climbing World Cup 的在布里昂松站难度是获得了第3名的好成绩，而在巴黎举行的法国举行的世界锦标赛当中是获得了第5名的成绩。那么我们这名运动员也是实力非常强大的。
So Charlotte struggling at the start. My words get mixed up there. It's going to be a long route. This she's only at 21:45 to get to, and just about to hit the more steeper overhang on the roof part in the grey just above her. She has 8 minutes to climb, so still got 4 minutes left. She did in the semi-finals rest for about 2.5, 3 minutes at the crux problem before falling. She just like to rest and regain. Now, as I said earlier, if people have just joined, it's 2,500 metres high here above sea level. The altitude is definitely going to be a factor on some of the athletes. Good training for the next competitions coming up, but here live in China is what we're worried about at the moment.
And also, she got 3rd place at the IFSC Climbing World Cup in Branson, France in 2012. That was also a leading competition.
So Charlotte is 21 years old. She lives in Belley in France. Her best recent win, it was Xining in 2010 where she took the gold medal. Her performance this year has been a bit up and down. She's made 4 of the finals in Briançon, Imst, at the World Championships in Paris and in Perth. The best this year is 3rd in Briançon. She's doing well here on the roof section. Just needs to go up to that next great hold. It's the last crimp hold before going up to that green triangle volume.
Ladies and gentlemen, now you're watching the women leading competition, and it's the final competition for the Climbing World Cup in Shanghai 2002.
That's where she is on the wall. That's what she's got left to do in about just under 2 minutes time. She's on 31, 15 holds to go. So people are just joining. Oh, that's Charlotte's final over, 32. Not a bad effort for the first climb. If people are just joining us, it's just all the women finals first, and then all the men. Charlotte to beating. There's 9 finalists in the women. I believe it's 32 plus, I think she scored there, so that'll be confirmed by the officials very shortly. And as you can see, the sun's setting even further now in the mountains. It's getting a lot cooler. I'd say the temperature's dropped by about 8 degrees here, really. It was about 15 degrees. It definitely feels about 5 to 8 degrees here now. And what a beautiful setting this is for these 2 walls. Women's female finalists on the left, men's on the right.
还有8位运动员出场。现在看到是奥地利选手2号 Katarina。
So Katarina Pusch out next for the women.
是的，她的排名目前是在世界第5位，而且是非常年轻的一名运动员，目前只有18岁。请我们的现场电工将现场的灯光开一下，谢谢。请现场电工将灯光开一下。好了，在这里我也介绍一下 Katarina， 虽然她的年纪非常轻，但是她的成绩已经是非常的不俗。在刚刚结束的新加坡青少年锦标世界锦标赛当中，她是获得了难度第3位的好成绩。
Okay, so Katarina Pusch, next climber out here on the rock or the wall.
难度比赛当中是获得了第2名的好成绩。那么一位年轻的选手有如此好的成绩，真的是非常不简单。
Katarina's had an average season as well. She's made nearly every semi-final. I think every semi-final she's competed in. Her best was second in Valence last year in France, where the Austrians really took that show to town. They took 2 of the 3 medals in Valence. Katarina, she's only 18 years of age, but already strong climber. Austrians all strong climbers, as it is on their school curriculum. Her last couple of competitions came 5th in Atlanta, 10th in pairs and 9th in the World Championships. So she's definitely one to compete. Who do we think in the chat is going to win? I've missed some of the chat responses. Someone's still asking about Ramon. So if people are just joining now, the men's finalists are coming over in about 45 minutes time after the women's. Ramon Julien Poublanc is not making the final because he managed a big score of 12 plus in the semi-finals. He didn't look too comfortable as he started, even on about hold 7. He was struggling with his hands and feet. When he got slightly further up, he definitely didn't have a secure foothold and slipped, to the amazement of the crowd and myself and many of the guys and girls watching here. So Ramon no longer in this competition, and that really could affect his overall score for when it comes to the end of the year. He was looking for 3 in a row, having just won in Perth and Atlanta. But anyway, Katarina Pusch now halfway up on the route. She's at the roof section. Doing well. 32 plus was Charlotte, so last climber.
来自奥地利。那么奥地利这一次的派来的所有的女运动员都是进入到了决赛的角逐，非常棒。Come on, Katarina! Wow!
This is nice climbing, nice steady climb of Katarina, but a lot faster, a hell of a lot faster than Charlotte. About 2 minutes faster actually than where Charlotte was. But time doesn't matter. She only got to around the same area, and that is the end of Katarina's competition. So, Mr. Schlumpf in the chat, you're saying it's bad setting already. I know there was some dispute over the setting in the semi-finals, but it's definitely early days. If you remember the setting in Atlanta 2 weeks ago, it took down to the last couple of climbers to show how good the route setting was. I'm a bit open-minded. I think Shane Kim, Mina Markovic and Helen Janikot could definitely clear this section at that overhang, get through to the slopers and then onto the big 2 volumes at the top. I'm quite positive that we'll see a top here.
接下来同样也是在预赛当中排名第6位的，同样来自奥地利的一名运动员 Joanna。
Now we're having number 1, Joanna from Austria. Her world ranking is number 3.
Our next climber out already, Charlotte Durif.
在世界的总排名是第3位。
So Joanna Ertz on the wall now, second Austrian climber in the final. She's definitely another strong contender. She hasn't actually won a podium this year. Apologise, of course she has. Joanna Ertz won it second in pairs and second in free on son. She hasn't got a gold this year. Her first gold was last year. Most recent gold was last year. I'll try and get my facts straight before continuing. She's actually won 7 World Cups and 2009 World Champion.
We are watching one of the best female climbing now.
19 years of age, Joanna. Just shows Austrians, all the climbers are quite young, but they still have Barbara back and competing at 30 years of age, so a full range of ages in the Austrian camp. Same on the male side, both in bouldering and in lead.
我们可以看到这名奥地利的选手的发挥是非常的稳定，目前我们看他的攀爬每一步都是非常稳。也跟各位观众介绍过，在难度攀爬当中，我们每位运动员的攀爬风格都会不一样。那么有的运动员会攀爬得非常迅速，而有的运动员每一步都会爬得非常扎实、非常稳定。
In the competition, our athletes all have their own style to climb up. Some of them like to be stable, a little bit slower,
So slightly slower than her compatriot Katarina. Joanna Ernst, similar to Charlotte Durif, taking her time here around the star. You see it's quite steep, and she's reaching the grey area, which is even steeper part of the roof, before she climbs to the top. Continues. The route is about, I'd say 17 metres long in this one. The route's only, it's only about a 16 metre high roof wall. So it's one of the shorter ones we've had on the IFSC circuit. Considerably shorter to the Bercy Chamonix wall, and obviously Imst. We'll get there in the end. Pers is it's a very similar size wall to Pers, and very similar shape. I feel that Pers is a bit more of a steeper overhang and roof than this one here.
Come on! You can do it, come on!
So big support now from Joanna. She needs to get around this section.
观众朋友们，欢呼和鼓励，谢谢。
There she has, she's round. Got the next clip. Well, that's pleasing to see that we've got our third climber past where the first two have reached. Anna now on the slope towards the right-hand side. She'll be reaching towards the top half of the route. You can just see here the two yellow volumes. She's heading over to that side and then back to the top.
You can do it.
我们现在看到这名运动员目前在世界的总排名是在第3位，非常强的一名选手。我们也可以看到他现在给我们看到的攀法真的是非常精彩。Come on, Joanna, allez!
So here I presented the U number 1, Joanna from Australia. World ranking is number 3 and she's climbing right now.
So this is great climbing here from Joanna. 40, 45's the top. No, this could be going the other way. I know Schlumpf said the route setting was bad, but now I need to see how good the other climbers are. If she can meet Joanna's standard. She's set here. Only a couple more holds to go. There's the blue volume at the top there, which is her top. Just wait for the graphic to come up. She definitely did get top there.
Thank you, Joanna. Great move. Very beautiful finish.
The most wonderful climbing today. Wow. Okay.
Check it out.
So Joanna Erst, our first top of the competition, and it's the first top we've seen since the qualifications in the women's. So early days, let's get the debates going. Is it too easy or too hard at the start of that corner piece at around 30? That's where they first had problems. But let's wait and see. We've got another 6 climbers still to go. We've got an extra climber to the usual 8. And here's one athlete that we need to see how good she's. Mina Markovic.
38, number 38, Mina from Slovenia. World ranking is number 2.
我们这名运动员更厉害了，现在在世界的排名是第2位。那么他也是在世界杯的世锦赛，法国世锦赛当中难度是获得了第1名的成绩，并且他在刚刚比利时结束的难度赛当中获得了第4，奥地利结束的难度赛当中是第2，这些都是世界杯的比赛，非常强大的一名运动员。
I apologise if you heard me there. Just had the wrong screen on. Mina Markovic anyway, starting 34 seconds gone, and she's got 8 minutes to get to the top.
So first place in IFSC World Cup. And France in 2 years become top.
Also, she was the 2nd place in IFSC.
No, Mina Markovic had an average qualifications. The routes weren't too hard. In the semi-finals, she didn't look too comfortable around the crook section. You can watch this replay. I'll try and get that up to you as quickly as I can later on this evening when I get back to our inside office, a hotel room, to do some more work for you. You'll get the replays up as soon as you can. For you guys in Europe who missed it while you were asleep, you'll see when she was watching the replay, she wasn't too secure on the crook's problem that caused all the problems. And not sure if she's not on a game or still having problems with her thumb. She does say she's over the thumb incident, which she injured in Munich. Compatriot Mina Maya Vidmar had a terrible competition after winning bronze last week, 2 weeks ago in Atlanta. She had a really poor qualification and semi-final, so it's quite strange. The route setting is set by the civilians, but it's clearly had no help because they're definitely not on their strong game here. So, Mina, nice steady start though. She's at the star. It's a really nice looking wall. Some people don't like the route in the chat. Hello to Ashley Scott. He was up at 3 to watch. Fantastic. It's great to see that we have so many avid followers here throughout the year on all our World Cups. Apologies, you've got my dreary voice for these competitions. My colleagues Dan Finn and Johnny Bryan are unavailable for these couple of competitions. But we'll do our best to bring you equally good coverage for our cameras and graphics. So where is everyone in Europe watching? Are you all up early? Enjoying the show? I suppose it's probably close to middle of the morning now. Hello, Matty from Vancouver. I will get a chat with Sean McCall for you. Watching California at this time of the morning. What time is it in California over there? Hi to Ashley in Portsmouth. Oslo.
Spiritually and also physically.
And it's freezing in Leon. Sheila, it's freezing here now actually. Well, it's getting close to freezing. If you're watching on the replays, apologies if I'm talking to the chat, but you should be watching it live and you can join the conversation debate that they're having it in the chat. So it's 8:35 p.m. in Australia. Hello to Australia. So Mina Markovic, this is the section. She's looking calm, collected. Good strong grab onto that triangle volume. She's going to the higher foothold on the left. Definitely got a lot higher than Jan Ernst did, but then she's going to come back down and round, I think, to the tiny holds. There you can see put the foot down. She's done well there. So now it's to see how hard the route is set after this section. Was it Jana's skill? She's looking strong still, Mina. Nearly 5 minutes gone. It's 5:30 here in the evening in Xining in central China. We're in the Shanghai province, 2,500 meters up in the middle of these sandy coloured mountains, and we're watching Mina Markovic looking towards becoming the second female to top this route. So 5 holes to go. Look very smooth and controlled over this section here. With plenty of time and energy, it looks like, coming towards this section. Now, this could be a debate for the route setting if we still have 5 climbers left to do this competition. And countbacks are not going to be too easy. With the semi-finals, no one topping. Jane Kim clearly taking best. Well, it was close there.
Wow!
Needs to stay a little bit calm and connected. Great to watch Mina. She's so good at doing these hard moves. And there she is. One hand grab on the top. And just wait for the top to come up.
All right, here we're watching a beautiful finish from Mina. Number 38 from
And there, Mina Markovic taking the top.
Number 2, remember that.
So, what's the debate in the chat, guys?
Thank you, Mina.
And that is the backdrop for the mountains. We are here in Xining. It's sunset time. It's getting a lot cooler here. Beautiful sandy mountains that are the backdrop of this fantastic competition. IFSC have brought some fantastic competitions to you around the world, and including the Youth World Championships on a beach. We've had city centre competitions on the beach, now in the desert, and all around the world entertaining climbing we're seeing. Now we're seeing another entertaining climber. Ivan.
Our women's rock right now, number 31, Evgenia from Russia. World ranking is
Evgenia Malamed of Russia.
现在正在攀爬的是来自俄罗斯的 Evgenia， 那么她在世界的排名目前是第13位，但是她在半决赛当中是排到了第5位。
In our semi-final competition in the morning, she finished the competition as the 5th place.
那么我们运动员在难度的决赛当中的攀爬时间是有8分钟，而我们运动员在之前也是有了6分钟的观察线路的时间。
Evgenia Malamed, 25 years old. Best competition this year is 4th in IMST. She's came 7th in pairs, 12th 2 weeks ago in Atlanta, and the World Championship she was 8th.
In the women's semi-final competition, we have 2 climbers that is from Russia, and in the previous final competition, the men's competition, the first place, second place, and third place are all Russian climbers. And in this whole World Cup, we have 6 medallions, and 4 of them are going to Russia.
Yep. So this is where we're at. Evgenia just below her name tag, you can see there at the moment. That's the remainder of the route after Charlotte Dueff and Katerina Pusch fell at the same place. 2 tops after 4 of our athletes, Jana Ernst and Mina Markovic. So, not the best route setting people feel here in this desert location that we are in the mountains.
出场的运动员表现是非常的出色，那么让我们的观众也是一阵连一阵的欢呼声。那么接下来的比赛将会更加精彩，因为我们的出场顺序是按照了半决赛当中的排名倒序出场。那么现在出场的是在半决赛当中排名第5位的俄罗斯选手 Evgenia。Come on！
Ladies and gentlemen, you are now watching the IFSC World Cup in Shanghai 2012. The competition we're doing is the women leading climbing competition. And we had 4 climbers finish the competition already, and they did a good job to impress our spectators once again. And now you're watching on the women's vault, number 31, Virginia from Russia. World ranking is number 13.
Oh, and there's a fall. So there we go. It's not all down those last 2 sections that we've seen, the top or the point where Charlotte and Katerina reached. Evelina Malamaid, Evgenia Malamaid, falling at 26. That ends it. So it's a bit early days. Let's wait to see what the other climbers are at before we see how bad the routes have been set. But we do expect Kim Jae-in to do well in this competition.
Thank you, Virginia. Thank you once again.
好的，现在出场的同样也是来自俄罗斯的运动员31号迪尔娜拉。
Okay, on the women's round, you're looking at is number 30, Diana from Russia.
So, Dinara Fakutinova from Russia, next on the wall. Very strong climber. Dinara is always there or thereabouts. She's strong in the semi-final, getting into the semi-final. She came 7th in Atlanta, the first final this year. The best actual climb is back in Briançon. Previous to that 7th was in 2009. So she's always there or thereabouts in the semi-finals, but breaking through, it's been a bit tricky. She's only 19 years of age, sorry. So has a long career ahead of her in the climbing, in the sport climbing category. Get my words out, Mike. So all the women finals are coming out first because of the temperature changes as it drops, the sunset. All the men will be coming out in a lot cooler climate. Still very dry here, which makes it a lot cooler. Oh wow, they're dropping. And you can see the emotion there. She's extremely unhappy with that climb. And that was a bit of a shock now. Is it that it's getting a lot cooler, or? But poor Dinara, so upset. We waited all day from the semi-finals. It just did not get right, a right strong grip on that left-hand volume. And Dinara very visibly upset. So
Thank you very much. Number 31 from Russia, Virginia. Dinara.
that is very upsetting for Dinara. We never like to see a climber failing that early. It's always good to watch all the climbers. So I think we all feel sorry for her. And that'll be the end of her climb.
We will still have 3 climbers left in the women leading final competition.
So,
and these 3 climbers are actually the top 3 in the semi-final competition.
the next big climber I think is going to do well here. Helene Jennicott is out next.
Now the women's route, we are saying number 13 from France, Elaine. The world ranking is number 4.
Helene Janicott, I said earlier, I think she could do well. She's a very strong climber. Fans, no need for the last 3 letters of your last comment. Please keep it clean. But I totally sympathise with what you're saying. I'll gladly go over and give Dinara a hug to console her.
The French team are very specialized at the leading competition.
So Helene Janicott now on the wall. As I said earlier at the start of the finals, 18. She won her first gold this year in Briançon. Really took this year by storm, reaching every final. Extremely emotional last 2 weeks ago in Atlanta with strong climb, but just slipped a bit early than she actually anticipated. She was strong, could have gone further, she felt. Very emotional climber, great to watch. She's very smooth climber as well. Got great technique, and I actually think she'll top this, but just throwing it out there. What does anyone else think in the chat?
Ali.
那么 Ellen 呢，也是一位非常年轻的运动员，她现在也是只有19岁。
看到那个她爬速度属于比较快的那个类型。
是的，她的每一步动作都是非常的果断。
Hello to Graham Alderson in the chat. Rare to not have him by my side helping me at these competitions. Just asking if I've been climbing since Atlanta. Yes, I have. I've started climbing with Dan Finn. I don't think we're at the standard to start competing next year, but definitely loving the climbing scene. We started bouldering for the first time a couple of weeks ago in Atlanta. Dan has continued climbing in London at the Arch, and I've hit down my local club in Birmingham, but I do think I need to visit some free entry at the Climbing Works with Graham. We'll get some footage for you guys on our IFSC, on our Facebook channel, of mine and Dan's poor attempt at climbing in Singapore. That's coming courtesy of the Australian footage guy that helped us. But let's concentrate on who's climbing on the wall. There, I spoke too early. Helene Janicott fell just around the same area as the compatriot Charlotte Derive and Katarina Push. Apologies to Sheila for speaking too early. I'm a big fan of Helena this year. She's been great to watch. So, is it down to the cooling of the temperature? Is it waiting in isolation too long? I'm not too sure. But that's her final over. So This is our graphics of where people are at the moment. So the last climber is just not updated. That'll be up very shortly. But that is it. Our next climber is out though, and it's another Austrian, Magdalena Ruch. I hope I'm pronouncing her name right. I've seen in the chats over many years it's not Rock, it's Ruch. But the pun's still coming for her.
She's also a young, beautiful climber.
So Matty was asking what do I climb? I climb stairs, and I attempted bouldering for the first time in Atlanta. Some V0s, 1s and 2s. Flashed a couple of V2s, but Graham said they were probably graded wrongly. But I don't know, I'll take it as a win for me. I'm loving the sport and trying to get as many of my friends involved in it as well. If you're all enjoying the sport as much as we do, get behind the Olympic bid. We'll try to help us get more sponsorship in the competitions, in the sports. Let us get this sport growing. I only discovered the sport of sport climbing 2.5 years ago when I started covering and bringing all the production for the IFSC.tv, and I have absolutely loved every minute of it. So here on the wall, Magdalena Ruch.
Yes, the Qinghai crowd just said, "Welcome, Magdalena. We really love to see you here."那么这也是来自奥地利的一名运动员，在我们的决赛当中，总共女子决赛当中总共是有3名运动员来自奥地利。同样在男子的决赛当中，我们也看到
Magdalena Ruch, another young climber, 18 again. World silver medalist at the Youth World Championship in Singapore. That was a fantastic competition out on the beach. Worked us hard getting you the live production. I enjoyed doing that with Dan out in Singapore. The world junior silver medalist now on the wall. She took 3rd in pairs this year. And that's her best result this year, 5th in Chamonix. So after some early assumptions that this is bad route setting, we've had a few falling at the same area, a couple of people not making it plus 15, and a couple of tops. So just one more climb, I think, after this, and that'll be Kim Xining. The debate is still open in the chat of how you pronounce it. I know they do over in Asia pronounce their family name first. But it's Magdalena Ruch taking her time again, like Charlotte de Riff did earlier. It's only 3.5 seconds. She was 3 minutes 30 around this area. So no right or wrong way how to climb. Everyone has their own style. It's just great to watch them all and to see how they do these particular moves.
Come on, 观众朋友给一些鼓励，谢谢。Come on。
Okay, that's another one down. So we've definitely got two on the podium in the forms of Joanna Ernst and Mina Markovic. I think it's Joanna Ernst who is faster, but Mina Markovic could have been. I don't have the clocks myself. I'm trying to have a peep over the shoulder of one of the officials to find out. Yeah, just some not official, but some inside knowledge that I've just had. Just looked over the shoulder, and I think it's 6 minutes 7 for Joanna Ernst and 6 minutes 19 for Mina Markovic. Until the review is done, or which they have plenty to do, time to do during the men's finals, we won't actually know, but they'll definitely be on the podium for gold and silver. So now, one of the most exciting climbers in the female category, the world number 1. Kim Xining. First in her last 2 competitions, first 2 goals this season actually. She's came second in Xining, second in the World Championships. Only 9th in Briançon and Imps. Last year she had a great year, rotating goals with Mina Markovic. I know she doesn't like climbing in the cold. She said that to us back in Imst. It was very cold at night when we had the finals there in the evening. It's such a beautiful place, Imst, to have a World Cup. I love working there. Now, Jane Kim did say she liked to live in Atlanta after the routes in Atlanta. They were fantastic. The wall climbing gym is amazing. This is a little bit tricky for Jane Kim, actually, noticing she's quite small, and that was a big stretch for her to get to those 2 volumes. She's got a good strong grip though, that Dinara did not have. That was the hold where Jane is holding, where Dinara slipped. She's very smooth, takes her time. I expect she'll be, if it comes down to time, then Jane Kim could be struggling because she's a very steady climber. Good. Going on countback. I think it will come down to time actually from the qualifications of the 2 girls. I'll have to check them results for you.
We can see King Jen's climbing history. In many of the big international races, she always at the top 3 at the race. And as we all know that at the world ranking, she is the only Asian climber that is actually in the top 10. And she's not the top 10, she's number 1.
It's quite a shame that we don't have any of the Japanese athletes here. You probably realise or known from the politics of the islands. They did want to travel. It's good to see Sachi Ama here in the men's category, but we won't be seeing him. And we won't be seeing Ramon Julien, who failed to make it from the semi-finals. And it would have been great to see Momoka Oda here in the women's category, but unfortunately we do not. We will be seeing them all next week in Korea.
Whereas we can see Kim Jen is very strong climber. She is very specialized at the leading competition.
Now the temperature is really dropping here. So the difference from the temperature when the first climb came out to now is considerable. So for the men's category, think they might have to wear some woolly gloves or hats to start climbing. It's getting that chilly.
那么我们这位韩国朋友，他是拥有着自己的非常特殊的中文名字，叫金姿人。
我们同样也听到在场内来自他哥哥拼加贝的喊对他的加油和鼓舞的呼喊声。 观众朋友们，掌声在哪里？给他一些鼓励。再热烈一些，我听不到。加油加油 ，Come on！
我们这位运动员真的是发挥非常的稳定。那么到现在为止，我们可以看到他踩法非常有节奏。
Xining Kim smoothly round. Well, not yet actually. Still got to get up onto the grey sloper section. This could be a lot harder for Xining because of her size. She's not using the left-hand side of the wall for foothold. This is the difference for all these routes. Can help some of the taller or some of the shorter climbers, just depends. But she's so flexible, she may be able to get her foot onto that right. It looks like she's going back round. There, she's readjusted her body. She's definitely a lot slower than the other climbers. As you can see, she's so much smaller than the other athletes, although she's not much. Joanna Hurst is quite short. Yeah, she's got it. She's done well. She's got him to that hold. So now he's getting up to this foothold on the right. She's up. And she's there. Very smoothly done. Well done. Now, can she get to the end of the route in about a minute and a half? This is going to be the intriguing factor of this climb. She only has 90 seconds left to go.
Wow, that's beautiful. 我们观众朋友给些掌声，谢谢。
是韩国的运动员金姿人，那么他目前在世界的排名
Such smooth climbing. She exchanges her feet over there at the bottom.
第一位的好成绩。
She's got these
这名运动员真的是非常有实
two,
力。
just past them two yellow volumes. You can see in the top right hand side of your screen is the top, but she's only got 50 seconds to go. Not sure if she knows how much time she has. It'd be very sad to see her fail from topping just from time.
Wow!
Great move round there.
非常棒 ，very beautiful.
And here it is, just about 3 more holes to do to get to the top. And she failed. Don't know who called it,
运动员金姿人。
but 42. She's on the podium in bronze medal. Well done to Xining Kim of Korea.
那么这也是我们女子预赛当中的最后一名运动员了。接下来我们还会进行难度决赛。
Yeah, as you can see, the leading competition, the final one.
So that is the end of the women's results. Well,
Competition, and it's also the final round.
we'll bring you the results up when they're about to be finalised. Now, what we'll show you is the results we have at the moment. This is as they are currently standing, but obviously Zhang Kim's climb's not up there. We'll bring you that up once they've been finalised. But up next will be the men's finals. And their start list looks something like this. Min Hyun-bin from Korea will be out first. Stefano Gisolfi of Italy will be out second. Manuel Roman, Mario Lechner, Jörg Verhoeven, Sean McCall, Romain Desgrange and Jacob Chabert. Now they're not waiting around. Hyun-bin Min straight out, and we'll get the graphics up to you very shortly.
Now the competition is the male leading final competition, and on the men's row you say is number 72 Min Hyun-bin from Korea, or
Hyun-bin Min,
number 9.
the first of 8 climbers here in the male category. It's a lot cooler now. Temperature probably about only 5 or 6 degrees here in the mountains in Xining in China. 2,500 meters up in altitude.
The male section, you can see all these male climbers are all of them.
23 years old. He's only his best this year has been in 8th back in Briançon and in the World Championships. He's always there or thereabouts, breaking. He's always doing well in the semi-finals. Just doesn't break into the deep enough into the finals. But with such strong climbers to compete with in the men's, it's such a hard category to break. Jacob Chabert, Ramon Julien Piblanc, the leaders in this category over the recent times. But you've also got Romain Desgrange, the 29 Frenchman, who's on form, winning 3rd in the last 2 competitions. He'll be pushing for another podium this week, 3 in a row. Sean McCall, Satsuyama, so many good climbers here in the men's category. Unfortunately, Satsuyama not here. He's the only Asian climber here in the men's competition, so we'll be getting the most support, I think, from the locals here. Nice flip over there to that volume. Fascinating to watch how they do all these fancy moves upside down. Now this part of the roof it's reaching is a lot steeper and a lot more of an overhang than the women's. If you just quickly, if we just show you the roof from this point, you can see on the right hand side of the screen now this route he's on, it's a lot more of an overhang roof, a lot steeper. It's virtually a horizontal roof, probably only about a few degrees off vertical. His route is up to 47, I believe, and we'll see how well he does. We'll try and get you the graphics of that route very shortly when we get the map off the officials.
Okay, now you're looking at number 72, Min Hyun-bin from Korea. His ranking is number 9. At the semi-final competition, he was at the rank at number 8. He's the only Asian climber was in the top 10.
那么我们攀岩这项运动就是这样，我们可以非常清楚地看到男子和女子攀爬时的风格的不同。那么我们男子的力量真的是非常强。
好的，观众朋友们，给他一些热烈的欢呼吧，鼓励他一下，谢谢。
加油，闵玄彬！
Come on!
Oh, a good start there from Hyun Bin Min of Korea. And that sets the standard for the following 7 to come out.
好的，观众朋友们，再一次给他热烈的掌声，谢谢。
谢谢。
Thank you, Min Hyun-bin. Thank you.
男子，对这个。
那么现在出场的是在预赛当中排名第7位的70号选手 Stefano， 来自意大利。
好的，At men's row, you can see is number 70, Stefano from Italy. World ranking is number 13.
那么他目前在世界的排名是第13位。
At the semi-final leading competition, his ranking was number 7.现在能看出 Stefano 是一个攀爬比较速度快一些的类型的选手。Okay, everybody, please beware of the provisional results of the women's final leading competition. It's on the post board. If you want to check it out, go to the post board.
请大家注意，我们女子难度决赛的初步成绩已经公布。那么我们的这名意大利运动员还是继续在攀登，我们看到她的攀登还是非常的迅速。加油！
好的，朋友们，请给他一些掌声，谢谢，鼓励他一下。
So Stefano Tisolfi of Italy out on the wall now. Stefano is 19 years of age. This is his second final this year. He came 6th in Briançon, 16th in the World Championships. And again, looked like the other youth climbers still got a few years in him to break into the top 8 and really secure place on the podium. This is his second podium. He could be here today.
As we can see on the men's row, number 70, Stefano from Italy.
Nice steady climbing so far from Stefano.
In the semi-final competition, his ranking was number 7.
final 是不是可以动一下，让自己更热一些？
观众朋友们，给一些掌声欢呼，谢谢！不要吝啬你们的掌声和欢呼。
这位来自意大利的运动员，目前的攀爬真的是非常的稳定 ，Come on， 哇哦
！Very stable and strong move.
啊，我们这边太棒了，真的是无法想象他怎么可以做到。
好的，观众朋友们，来再给他一些鼓励，谢谢。
是你们鼓励没给的及时啊！
That's Stefano's end of his climb. I'll be with you a bit more commentary. Just trying to get the route set for you. To show you, we got the map late from the local officials. Due to the change of the foothold, they had to renumber or address the map just while the women's route was going on. But we still have 6 climbers left to go. I'm pretty sure we'll see a top from one of them. So fear not, still got the best climbers still to come.
Thank you, Stefano.
那么我们现在天气也是慢慢的寒意越来越重，那对于我们运动员实际上考验是更大。但是相信我们能够进入到决赛，这些运动员都是非常的强，这个只是小意思。正在来到场上的是法国运动员66号 Manuel。
Now you're looking at number 66, Menu de la France from France. And his world ranking is number 6.
And also on the semi-final, he was ranked 6.
那同样呢，在我们今天早上之前的半决赛里呢，他也是排位在第6位。
而他目前世界的排名同样也是第6位，非常棒。
The coincidence.
都说66大顺，是不是？那么我们希望这名运动员能够真的如他的成绩一般66大顺，并且他的号码也是66号，非常巧合。
So Menu was his world ranking is number 6, and his semi-final ranking is 6, and his number is 66. What a great coincidence! Hope this is a lucky sign for him.
6, there are 4 sixes. That's double lucky in China. 6 is a very, very lucky number. So we hope he can get a great score.
那我们现在能看到美丽的攀爬速度还是比较快的，相当稳。
大家加油！那么我们这名运动员目前的攀爬给人感觉非常的舒适，他的动作也是很舒展。
As we can see that Menu has in second place at second place of the leading competition at the IFSC Climbing World Cup at France in the year 2010, and also the second place for leading competition at the IFSC Climbing World Cup at Hui 5G in China in the year 2010. 那在2010年的时候呢，Menu在法国的世界杯当中呢，也是拿到了难度赛的第2名。在2010年，同时呢，他在中国的广东怀集也拿到了。
Okay, Manuel Roman on the wall. I'm back here for a bit more commentary. You probably preferred not hearing my voice. Either way, I'll do my best to bring you as much information as I can. This is the route for the men's route, as you can see. The complicated section just to the top of the roof, where there's about 7 different holes that are numbered. From 28 to 35 is where the big points will be made on climbing up. But that's the end of Manuel Roman. Disappointing climb from him. And as he gazes up to see what he went wrong, he'll be disappointed with that climb.
typical menu.
那么他在预赛当中排名是第6位。
好的，观众朋友们，在他走下台的时候，我们再给他一些掌声的鼓励，谢谢。Announcement, please be aware of the women's leading final competition result is on the postboard. And on the postboard, if you want to check it out, go check it out.
那么请注意，我们女子决赛的最终成绩已经公布，而现在正在线路上将要开始攀爬
Let's
的
climb it straight out. Mario Lechner of
奥地利的
Austria.
选手 Mario 51号。
Okay, now on the road, you can see number 51, Mario from Austria.
Mario, part of a strong contingent of climbers, the first of 2 Austrians in the final here. 6th after 2 weeks ago in Atlanta. It's his best this year. He's got 7th in Perth, 6th in Atlanta. Is he going to get 5th or better here?
Official final results
as
of
long as he
the
gets-
final competition is on the post board. If you want to check it out, you can go to do it.
Keeps climbing well, he will. He's done well so far to get into the final. This route a lot more steeper than the women's, and the conditions are a lot cooler. It's definitely dropping very cold. People are huddling up now together. Hoods are raised, gloves are on. We're struggling to keep warm ourselves, not moving around. I'd love to be on that wall climbing with him. Or doing going for a little jog. Unfortunately, the microphone cable's not long enough.
观众朋友们，给他一些鼓励的掌声，谢谢。
If you've missed any of the competition earlier as well, we had the speed finals where, if you'd be interested, 2 world records were broken. The women's record is now the holder of a French lady with 8 minutes 33 seconds.
So now we're looking at number 51, Mario from Austria. Her ranking is number 12 at the semi-final competition. His ranking was number 5.
There's Esther Bruckner, who holds 8 minutes 8 seconds 33 seconds, 8.33 seconds, sorry, for the fastest of the women's speed. Now the men's, we broke the 2nd world record today here in Xining. 5 minutes 0.94 or 5 minutes 0.88 is now the new speed world record here. I'm waiting for confirmation from the officials, but as it was broken yesterday, I believe the same will still stand as an official world record. So climbing at altitude helps climbing in this speed competition, it seems.
I just want to say thank you to all the staff workers, our judges, and our athletes, and also the volunteers. Your great work and support made this competition a great success. Thank you. 观众朋友们，给他一些掌声欢呼，谢谢。Wow.
Mario dropping there at 24. Big scream. He's disappointed with that.
是来自奥地利的运动员 Mario 51号，在预赛当中排名第5位，也是完成了他的攀登。
Now number 51, Mario finishes competition. The semi-final competition here is at rank 5. Thank you, Mario, once again. 好的，观众朋友们，再给他一些掌声，谢谢。Thank you, Mario.
那么站在外场的观众，请不要这么安静，好不好？伸出你的双手，为我们的运动员鼓鼓掌。路边的朋友们，是不是来自贵德？来自贵德，我们就要展示出你的热情，是不是？谢谢。
And here are our current routes. You can see Stefano is holding the lead spot with 32.
From Netherlands, the world ranking is number 10. and his ranking at the semi-final competition was number 4.
他在预赛半决赛当中的排名是第4位，而目前他在世界的排名是第10位。
So Jörg Verhoeven, we spoke to him earlier in the semi-finals. He's the one who brought the information to me that told me how hard it is to climb here at altitude. 2,500 metres we are here in Xining. People are just joining us, asking about what happened to Ramon. Oh, is that Ramone?
然后在2010年，同样在法国的世界杯里面，他也是拿到了南部赛的第1名。
我们这样的一位帅小伙，不但人长得帅，连成绩也是非常的好。
I'll just clarify who's in the chat who's asking. Ramone, is that Ramon Julian? Okay, the nickname. In the semi-finals, he slipped. Hold 12, he did not have a strong foothold. He didn't look strong actually at hold 7, I remember noticing, and failed to climb any further in the competition. I'll be trying to get the semi-finals up to you guys as quickly as I can tonight. So in Europe, you'll be able to watch it hopefully later on today. We will send Twitters if you like us on the Facebook 247.tv, or follow us there. You'll get prior notice of when we'll be getting the uploads up to you as quickly as possible. So follow us on Facebook and on our Twitter page, and you'll be able to see when we are bringing you all these replays as quickly as possible. We're live in Korea in 7 days' time for our next IFSC World Cup in Asia, and then on to Japan, and the competition year will finish in Kranj in about a month's time, just over a month's time, in November. Well, here anyway, Jörg Verhoeven on the overhang.
So far we can see him really stable, and let's see exactly what he can do next. That's really good. Come on, wow.
This is the section we're coming to. This is these next few objects. This is a great shot here from below. .32 there for Jörg Verhoeven, same as Stefano, but he'll put him into first place on Capeback. Our cameraman's just gone a bit AWOL, so we'll go to our other camera. And they're both getting very cold here out in the mountains. They'll be disappointed with that, Jörg, but it's a good climb in conditions. Here is the mountains that we're in. You can see the beautiful landscape. Big red sandy mountains, red rock full of sand and grit covering these mountains. Very little greenery around here in this desert structure. So it's desert part of China. As Sean McCall comes out wearing a white little beanie to keep his hat warm.
And he got the rank 3 at the semi-final competition.
So he's obviously feeling the cold, jumps straight onto the wall, and he'll be looking to race up. He's always a fast climber, is Sean.
As we can see, Sean is a very strong climber of North America. He's from Canada.
Big shout outs from Canadian fans. And just a little point of Boars, no negative in the chat, no negative vibes being sent through the chat, please. Or I do have the power to kick you out. Let's support every climber. Boars is a big Jorg fan. Well, okay, let's push Sean at least up to 31 then, Boars. He's going to be fast climbing up this route. He was saying he wasn't comfortable with his semi-finals. We had an interview, I'll leave you to watch that all later, but he wasn't comfortable with his climb, the semi-finals, although he did climb very well from our perspective down here at the base of the wall. A bit of struggle, fingers maybe cold, had a bit of struggle there getting that rope through that last clip. Now it's this roof section, needs to fly through past the yellow volume onto the two triangle volumes back together, up over this roof.
Sean, come on, you gotta do it. You know you can do it.
Got a Canadian compare here for the locals with also the Chinese compare, and he lives in Canada, so he's supporting privately from his fellow countrymen or Bay habits at the moment. So Sean McCall's doing well now, 29, hole 30. Is he going to get past the 32 mark, which is where guys have had problems so far?
Sean, come on!
Now you can see the overhang is really stretching round. He's got a good grip on the left hand, that black hold. This is good climbing now from Sean. He's got the lead. He's in the lead at the moment. And there he is. And now he's got his hand on that yellow volume. There's not many holes to go now. It's about 7 holes till top. This is great to watch. Sorry for Boars in the chat who wanted Jorg to win. I don't know why he's just jumped there. He maybe felt he didn't have enough. Felt he might have rushed that. We'll have to get a chat with him. Surprised he looked so comfortable. Maybe quite pumped. Heavy breathing.
Thank you, Sean.
那么我们还有2名运动员没有出场，他们分别在预赛当中排名是第2位和第1位的运动员。走上来的是来自法国的65号运动员 Romain。
So this is where we have at the moment, but that is clearly just a bit delayed from Sean McCall's route. So it's Jörg Verhoeven and Stefan in the third, and there we are, it's just been updated. Second and third. Sean McCall at the next highest point with a 38 plus. But here, the on-form Frenchman, taking bronze in his last two events, Romain Degrange, one of the older climbers in the categories here, 29 years old. Really doing well this season. He's reached every final. Sorry about that, people shouting around our ear. Romain Degrange, yeah, as I was saying, really on form. He came third in Boulder last year, and that was his last best event prior to this, and third, last 2 weeks third. He hasn't got a silver recently. I'm not sure if he's got a silver in the IFSC World Cup at all, but today could be the day, or silver or gold. He's definitely one to push. Sean McCall. Apologies from underaging Roman. Well, he may like it. He's actually 30 yesterday, apparently, from Sheila in the chat. So happy birthday to Roman. It'll be a great birthday present for him if he can beat Sean. I'm not trying to jinx the French. Being a British, we're very close to the French, so of course we don't want to jinx him. So I hope he does top. That's from quite sincere, that is, from me, Sheila. I like all the climbers. There's only one other man who can beat Sean McCall after Roman as well, and that'll be the world number 3, but world champion from Paris, Jacob Schubert, out next. With no world number 1, Ramon Julien, due to his terrible climb in the semi-finals. It's getting a lot darker here now as well. The green floodlights are on. Oh my gosh. Well, my apologies to Sheila, I did wish him well.
Number 65 from France, he's finishing, he finished his competition already, and his world ranking is number 5 in this morning's,
well, that was a shock. We really wanted to see Roman reach the top. He looks disappointed. But up next, one climber to beat Sean McCall. Sean McCall now in second place, guaranteed silver at least. And Jörg Verhoeven holding the bronze, the silver. It's Sean McCall in gold and Jörg Verhoeven in silver at the moment, but Jacob Schubert out to climb. He's the one man that could top this. He's the only man who can top it because there's no one else to come out, but he has the capability. You'll see him holding his neck to warm his fingers. It's one of his traits, I've noticed. He's just having a good assessment of the wall. Knowing how short time took Roman to come out. Probably knows there's probably a tactical part on the route that he doesn't want to slip. There's still a shaking number of bolt hangs holding down, so you can see where the last rope came down. which ropes were not, potholes were not connected because they're quite static. That might give a bit of indication where the last climber got to.
It's not the first time that Jacob came to Shanghai. At year 2011,
There's no breeze here. It's dry, it's cold, and it's at high altitude. So all these factors could affect how these climbers have done here today. It did not affect the speed climbers earlier on with 2 world records broken.
那么西宁也是他的一个非常好的风水宝地。那么上一次他来是获得了第1名的成绩。那么我们可以继续关注这名运动员，看他是否在今年同样的地方也能够取得第1名。
可以看到这位运动员也是我们青海和中国的老朋友了，他已经来过中国很多次。在2001年在西宁的世界杯当中呢，他在
So swiftly following this competition will be the award ceremony, and that will bring a closure to this competition, and we'll be packing up and heading over to Korea for the next IFSC World Cup in Asia. We'll be bringing you live coverage. I'm hoping the internet will be better over there. We can affirm that that will be the case.
这也是今天最后一位出场的运动员。那么我们的
Replays of the semi-finals again I'll get to you later on, and you can watch the speed finals as well.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you're looking at IFSC Climbing World Cup in Xining. And the competition we're doing right now is the men leading final competition. We're looking at number 52, Jacob from Austria, and his world ranking is number 3. Come on, you can do it, come on! 好的，观众朋友们，给他一些鼓励，谢谢。
So steady climbing here from Jacob. So 3.5 minutes, he's still in the middle of the roof. He's got about 16 holes to match Jakob Schubert. 22 holes left to get to the top.
Whoa! Difficult move.
Nice last couple of moves, moving a bit quicker now. Just going to get to the end of this this roof section above the overhang to the grey slab effect. This is the section where people have struggled. Ah, shock. Gold goes to Sean McCall. Jakob Schubert falls at 30 plus. We'll wait for that number to be confirmed. Wow. He looks pumped. Does not know. Sean McCall then takes the gold medal here in Xining, China for the IFSC Lead World Cup 2012. Let's just have as the crane comes in to take off the routes, let's just have a confirmation of the women's routes results first, because they will have been finalised now. And here are the women's results. Joanna Ernst in gold position, Mina Markovic in silver, Kim Jae-in in bronze. Congratulations to Joanna Ernst. We'll try and get an interview with her as soon as possible.
Please don't go away. We'll still have the award ceremony coming. And also be aware for the male league final, the provision result just be posted.
This is the beautiful location we're at. The cameraman's just given us a nice pan. The right side of the wall behind us. Just waiting for confirmation of the men's results. The athletes are just still the women have been taken to doping control quite quickly, so I can't get an interview with Jana just quite yet, but I will do if I can. And of course I will do with Sean McCall. Let's have a look at the men's results now. Sean McCall, gold. Jörg Verhoeven, silver. And Stefano Gisolfi taking his first medal, bronze medal in the IFSC World Cup. Well done to him from Italy. So fantastic results here. Jörg still on form. Jörg Verhoeven, it's his second podium this year. He's really come into this season with a bang, with a first gold straight on his first continent back. 5th in the World Championship, 6th in Paris, 5th in Atlanta, and silver here in Xining in Shanghai province. Sean McCall, what a season he's having. 3rd in Chamonix, 2nd in Briançon, 2nd in the World Championships, winner overall in the World Championships, and now winner here in Xining. And Stefano from Italy, his best ever result here.
Please welcome the host, Head Commissioner of Greater County, Mr. M.
尊敬的各位领导、各位来宾、女士们、先生们、朋友们，金秋十月，硕果累累。在这个充满丰收喜悦的季节里，来自19个国家和地区的85名世界攀岩高手，经过2天的激烈角逐，圆满地完成了各项赛程。现在我们在这美丽的黄河之滨，青海贵德国家地质公园举行颁奖仪式。
Honorable officials, honorable guests, honorable friends, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. In this beautiful fall, we are here in Greater County, and 85 athletes from 19 different countries. After 2 days competition, this competition has been successfully finished, and now we're gonna have a award ceremony.
第一项。 有请获得女子难度赛前3名的运动员上台领奖。
Now, please let us have all the top 3 climber for female speed competition.
获得女子难度赛第3名的来自韩国的运动员金智仁。
韩国的。
The 3rd place from Korea, Kim Jae-in.
As Kim Jae-in takes the first position on the podium as bronze medal.
The 2nd place from Slovenia,
Mina Markovic in silver position.
来自奥地利的运动员约翰娜。
And the first place from Austria, Joanna.
有请国际攀联代表、亚攀委秘书长佘汪龙先生给获奖运动员颁奖，大家欢迎。
Mr. Shou Wanglong to award the top 3 climber. The medallion and some fresh flowers, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching the award ceremony of the 2012 World Cup climbing competition. And here we're awarding the top 3 of the female leading competition. All the 观众朋友给予他们一些掌声，谢谢。
请起立，升国旗，奏奥地利国歌。
All rise, please. Now we're gonna play the national song of Austria.
有请获得男子难度赛前3名的运动员上台领奖。
And the top 3 for men's leading competition is.
获得男子难度赛第3名的是来自意大利的运动员斯特法诺。
The 3rd place from Italy, Sophie Stefano.
获得男子难度赛第2名的来自荷兰的运动员约克。
The 2nd place from Netherlands, York.
获得男子难度赛第1名的来自加拿大的运动员肖恩。
And the 1st place is from Canada, Sean Macro.
好，有请青海天地人员文化旅游发展有限公司总经理拉海钦先生给获奖运动员颁奖，大家欢迎。
And now please invite Mr. La Haichin to award these climbers fresh flowers and also the medallion. 当然，在这2天的比赛当中呢，这些运动员也给大家带来了不同的视觉感官。然后呢，他们的比赛是非常的精彩。我们在此呢，再一次感谢所有的运动员。好的，观众朋友们，给他掌声。
升国旗，奏加拿大国歌。
Now all rise please, we're playing the national song of Canada.好的，观众朋友们，给予热烈掌声，谢谢。
有请获得女子速度赛前3名的运动员上台领奖。
And now for the top 3 of the female speed competition is.
获得女子速度赛第3名的是来自俄罗斯的运动员赫斯维娜·玛利亚。
The 3rd place from Russia, Kozvina Maria.
获得女子速度赛第2名的是来自波兰的运动员罗比克·艾迪塔。
Second place from Poland, Ropek Edita.
获得女子速度赛第1名的是来自法国的运动员伯克尼尔·艾斯特。
And the first place from France, Vienne de la France, Esther.
有请青海省体育局副局长杨培女士给获奖运动员颁奖，大家欢迎。
Now let's invite Miss Yang Pei to award these climbers medallion and fresh flowers. Please all rise. Now we're gonna play the national song of France. Congratulations!
有请获得男子速度赛前3名的运动员上台领奖。
And the top 3 for men's speeding competition is.
获得男子速度赛第3名的是来自俄罗斯的运动员阿伯德拉科曼诺夫斯克伊。
Third place from Russia, Sergey.
获得男子速度赛第2名的是 是来自俄罗斯的运动员维特科科夫斯科伊维基尼。
For second place also from Russia, Evgeny.
获得男子速度赛第1名的是来自俄罗斯的运动员科科里斯坦尼斯拉夫。
And for the first place from Russia, Stanislav, also from Russia.
有请中共贵德县委书记杨海龙先生给获奖运动员颁奖，大家欢迎。
Now please invite Mr. Yang Hailong to award the athletes, fresh flowers and medallion.
请起立，升俄罗斯国旗，奏俄罗斯国歌。
Please all rise. Now we're gonna play the national song of Russia. Congratulations, Russia! Russia team, you guys are the best.
Okay, that was the award ceremonies for all 4 finals. As promised, I did say I'd get you an interview with Sean McCall. If you should see me on the stage here. Sean, thanks for joining us. Well done. Before you go to Dokes, how did you feel?
I mean, I felt great. It's such a change from semifinals. I took a nap. I was a lot warmer. I climbed really well, and at the end of the day, I got a bit lucky. But it feels great.
Is that a lucky hat then?
I guess it is. I mean, yeah.
Great. So on to Korea next. Are you doing the Rockmaster in between?
No, I didn't really know about it, but I think 3 in 3 weeks already. This is my 5th of 9 in a row, so no.
Yeah, it's not just the lead you did well, you broke your personal best in the speed as well.
Yeah, I mean 10.22 down from 11.49, so I was pretty happy with that as well. And like I said before, throughout the day, I just feel better and better as the day goes on. I don't know why, but here it's really late, it's really cold. It's even hard keeping warm in ISO, and I felt really good while climbing the route.
Okay, well, great. Thanks very much for talking. Say hello to your fans.
I hope everyone's watching.
Okay, great. They're probably all in bed now, but thank you very much. Thank you. We'll see you next week in Korea. Okay, just got one more interview for you to come. Joanna Ernst. Joanna, well done. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So tell the world how you feel.
Good, quite good, like amazing.
Yeah. So what's it like climbing at high altitude?
Oh my gosh, I was breathing so hard, like up to the top, and it was like unbelievable that I won. So it's like, oh my gosh.
You've had a great season though. You've had a couple of silvers, gold medal now. Are you at the best of your performance for a long time?
Maybe, yeah. Can't be better, I guess.
Can't be better with the gold medal.
Yeah,
of course.
of course.
So on to Korea. We'll see you next week. All the best.
For sure, yeah.
Thank you, and I hope you carry on the good form to the end of the season.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay, that's I'm going to close up here in Xining in Shanghai. We're off to Korea. We're going to pack up. I'm going to get the replays up to you as quickly as I can in Europe. Thank you for watching, guys. It's all it is from me and Steve and the team. Thank you very much. Good night from China. See you next week.
Today, Top 30 is the only company in the world able to design, produce, set up and manage a top-level competition. Everything within the same company. Everything with the trustworthiness and professionalism that an official competition requires. Everything Top 30.